Fast track your school growth within 90 days. You are about to discover how to get 50 to 100 new students in 90 days. That is 3 months. But before then, let's talk about why you haven't seen any tangible result at your school yet. I've got three reasons why you probably struggle to fill up your classes, and maybe you've been struggling for a long time. Number one, you don't know how to strategically attract parents who can afford your fees. You're probably just doing everything anyhow as everyone else has been doing. Number two, you keep dealing with parents who underprice your school and they owe you several terms fees. I've been in the education industry for a while, and so I know that a lot of schools with several hundreds of students have more than half of their population owing fees, and that affects the finances of the school greatly. You manage to get inquiries every now and then, but these inquiries never convert to actual enrollment. Very sad, right? Mushroom schools are springing up daily around you, creating price wars. These are schools owned by people who have no background in education and nothing to offer, but they are here, doing everything they can, dropping prices, doing everything, and you're wondering if you should close down your school or something else. Well, before you do that, I am here. Okay, make sure you watch the video to the end. The issue is not about the economy, and I believe you know it. Because why are some schools charging multiple healthy millions every term and people are begging for a slots? Parents are literally begging them to take their monies. Why is that happening to some schools and why is it not you? Despite having the same quality of education, the same facilities, or even better. Okay? If any of these 3 points resonate with you, you need to listen to what I'm about to share. You need to watch to the end. Imagine for a moment what extra 100 new students will mean for your school. Yeah, think about it for a minute. What would that do for you? Will that make you take a trip to a dream location? Would you buy a dream car? Or would you finally increase your staff salaries? They've been working for years. They also deserve something. Okay? So what will you really do when you get that spike, that increase, that population explosion that you have been waiting for? Anyway, this is what people are saying about me. I'm going to share a few of my testimonials from my clients so you can see if this is really what you need. My first client here is Dr. Sam Ologorisha. He's the founder of Sam Marish University in Ondo State. It's a private university. Dr. Sam reached out to me last year in August and we talked about the enrollment at his school. Apparently, he had a university that was struggling to, gain traction. It seemed like all the other big names had taken all the students. And I said, don't worry, let's get to work. I will find you students. And this was the result. Within 4 weeks, 104 students had switched schools on the JAM portal. I believe you know what this is, right? They had chosen other schools before, but they went back to JAM and they made some switches and they chose Samarish University. 75 students had chosen nursing and over 29 had chosen other courses within 4 weeks. By the way, we worked with them for about 3 months. So you can do the math to see how many students he got eventually. Right. Now I have here Mrs. Joy. Mrs. Joy is the proprietress of Royal View International School in Port Harcourt. So what we do, we can do for you wherever your location might be. It doesn't really matter. We work with software, we work with artificial intelligence, and it is not location dependent. Now, Mrs. Joy wrote a few paragraphs here, but the long and short of it is that she got over 70 new students by the time the session resumed. And she had only worked with us for just about 2, 3 months and she got quality results. You can see how she's smiling in this picture. I want you to be the next success story. The next person here, the next school here is Osman Brook International Academy. This school had been stuck at 40 to 50 for 5 years. You can see their structure. Trust me, this picture is not doing enough justice to their structure. Massive university standard structure. But very poor visibility, very poor student enrollment. Their founder was really complaining and talking about how he really wanted to shut down the school because he wasn't getting what he, expected. And this was it. In just a couple of weeks of working with them, they had enrolled over 47 students, so from 53 to 100 and counting. Now, who is speaking? Who is speaking? Who is this lady you're hearing her voice? My name is Oluseyi Kaluba. I have over a decade of experience in education and digital marketing. Take it from me when I say it, I've been doing this for a long time. And because I've been in the education system myself, as a teacher, as a trainer, I know firsthand what school owners are dealing with. Okay, I was able to help my clients generate over 200 million naira in 2024, and I have trained over 1,000 small and medium enterprise owners, business owners within Nigeria, within Africa, and counting. Now, I want to work with 10 school owners to bring them fast growth. Okay, I'm not here to take your time. This is going to be over in a few minutes. Okay, will you be one of the 10 school owners I'm going to be working with? And it's really very simple. I have a signature framework that I named the OPAC framework. Okay, and this is how I get my clients results. I'm going to share with you how this works. So if you are a client that I work with, you're one of the schools that qualify, I'm going to book a 30-minute strategy session with you to understand your target audience, your location, your peculiar characteristics, and how we can help your school. We do not have a one size fits all strategy here. It depends on your school, it depends on the kind of result that you need. That is what will determine the kind of strategy we are going to come up with for you. And then we set up a 90-day marketing plan for your school, not 30 days, not 45 days, 90 days. If you are not willing to commit to a 90-day marketing plan, please, you can just log out of this video and go do something else with your time. If you've been working at your school for several years and you've not gotten results, and the next 3 months, the next 90 days is too much for you to commit to a marketing plan, this will not work for you. I only work with people who are ready to get results and get it at all costs. So I'm going to script viral content strategies with you to attract prospective clients. We're going to do all this online. Okay, your clients are online, and we're going to rinse and repeat till we get you the desired number of students. Now, I have a disclaimer here because I'm not a magician. From experience, this service isn't for every school. Sadly but true, it cannot work for every school, and you're going to find out why. It is not for you if you desire customers or parents that live in very, very rural areas with little to no internet. Please don't bother. If your parents, your clients are in rural areas. Now, your school might be in a not so urban area, but your clients are, especially if it's a boarding school, but your clients are in the towns, they're in the cities, that's fine. But if your clients, you're in a day school in a rural area and your clients are mostly from that rural area, please do not bother. Okay? If you currently do not have good learning facilities and well trained staff, do not bother. While I'm doing my work on my end here, my team and I are doing our work on our end here. You and your team will be doing your work on the other end. By the time we're sending you traffic, we're sending you prospective parents, and your staff is speaking rudely to them, you're not picking your calls, you're not responding promptly, you will mess up the result. You're going to mess up my work. So if your staff are not well trained, please log out of this video immediately. If you do not have good learning facilities, you don't have a good building, you don't have the things that parents really look out for in a standard school, please don't bother. Another point is, if your students are notorious for bad academic results year in, year out, I'm talking checkpoint, I'm talking IGCSE, WAEC, NECO, BASE, and whatever exams that you write at your school, if your school, your students are notorious for terrible results, please log out. I will not be able to work with you because I only work with people who have done their part. Okay, you have done the groundwork, you have what it takes to stand tall. Those are the people that I work with. And finally, if you don't have a marketing budget, okay, you're looking for something that somebody's going to do for you for free or for next to nothing, this would not work. Okay, you're going to spend a bit of money and time to get results. If you are not one of these people mentioned here, then you can follow me on. Let's go. Okay, so if you're not one of the people in the category mentioned in the previous slide, then you can proceed to book a free 30 minutes discovery call. Free, yes, free. 30 minutes discovery call. You're going to find the link under this video. You book, and then we set time and talk. If you are a good fit, I'm going to let you know. And if you're not, if I don't feel like I can work with you, I cannot give you guaranteed result, then I'm also going to let you know. But please do not waste my time. If you fall into the category mentioned before, obviously this will not work. All right. Now, I want you to do a quick math to see what 50 students will do for you in a year. So, if at your school per term a child pays anything around 100 to 150,000 naira, let's say 150,000 naira per term, and that's in 3 terms, that's 450,000 naira, or maybe a year, depending on how you pay school fees, maybe termly or per semester. If a student is worth 150,000, 450,000 naira yearly, then 50 children or 50 students will be worth 22.5 million naira in 1 year. All right. Now, in 6 years, the average good school students stay there for about 6 years, 5 years, 6 years, thereabout, depending if you're running a primary school, secondary school, or in some cases, you have both primary and secondary together in the same location or something. So that's about 135 million naira from a single round of marketing. Because if your school is good, the students are not leaving. They're going to come with their friends. They're going to tell their neighbors, their cousins, their next door neighbors, and all of that. And it keeps compounding. So this is the least you're going to make in the next 6 years: 135 million naira. Now, if you want to make something like this, or even better, you should be ready to put in some money into marketing. Of course, not half, not even not even a tenth of this, right? But something really good in your marketing. Now, if you're ready to kickstart your journey into fast school growth, you want to send me a link, probably on Facebook or Instagram, wherever you found this video, or better still, just go straight and book a discovery call so that we can get started immediately. We are working against the next academic session to get your result. Now, this discovery call is strictly for three sets of people: school owners, directors, or key decision makers. We are not going to be talking to teaching staff who probably have no business talking about anything regarding a school. If you are not a key financial decision maker at the school, please do not book this discovery call. I do not have a lot of time on my hands. My team and I do not have a lot of time on our hands where we'll be talking back and forth with people who will say, okay, let me go and talk to my boss. Let me go and talk to my principal. I'm going to talk to the owner of the school. No, talk to them right now that you're seeing this video and ask them to book a discovery call. Probably you send this video to them to watch, it works fine, and then let them book a discovery call if they think this is something like what they need. But anything aside that, please do not bother, okay? So that we save each other quality time so that we can get quality results. Remember, this is only open to 10 schools, and this window will be closed very, very, very soon. Thank you so much for watching till the end. I hope this video was worth your while, and I'll see you on the other side of fast school growth. Okay? Let's talk. Send a DM or click the link and book a discovery call. Let's get started immediately. Thank you.